All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the last series on the night. We got a Division E matchup, late night. Big Dogs versus Smurf Hunters. We got a fantastic series on our hands here. But I'm joined on the desk by the up-and-comer caster here of Futago. How you feeling tonight, man?
Good, very good. I can't say that anymore. I just lost my series, so you know what? I'm feeling okay.
Hey, well, at least you're smiling, you're laughing. At least you have that going for you. I remember a few times where I'd be playing, losing my series, and then having to come hop in here. It's a little bit hard sometimes, so kudos to you for having the resilience, hopping in, and hopefully we can enjoy some Division E action here tonight. Looks like the GOAT Pasky did respond, but yeah, so Dcrl, just a quick overview, is a collegiate league for anybody in the upper Midwest, basically, that goes to college, is eligible to play. I like to refer to our league kind of like a beer league of Rocket League, is we're just a bunch of college guys playing Rocket League. That's pretty much what we are. Very, very laid back, so hopefully stick around and enjoy. But anyways, let's go ahead and toss it into some stats here for Division E. I always like to kind of cover, the top of each division when we go into this one. And Zero Gravity looks like they are dominating this division right now. 5-0 on the season with a 93% winning percentage is absolutely insane. They've probably only dropped 1 or 2 games in 5 series, which is absolutely insane to look at. Leading the division in almost every single category other than saves per game, demos, and demoed, which is insane. I feel like I say this every single season at some point, but I genuinely don't think I've seen this level of dominance so far in Dcrl. So Zero Gravity looking like a cheat code right now, but that's not who's playing tonight. We got Smurf Hunters and Big Dogs. Smurf Hunters right now 1-3 on the season with a 35.71% win percentage. Nothing too crazy standing out other than the fact that they are leading in getting demoed as a team. Big Dogs a little bit better, as standing at 2-3 on the season, 47% winning percentage. And again, nothing too crazy standing out. Pretty standard stats across the board as a team. Let's go ahead and jump into Smurf Hunters, and I'll let Futago talk a little bit about these guys.
All right. Smurf Hunters are composed of Lil Thicky, who's been here for quite a while, Nordic Stew, and Bopping Killing. I don't think those two are recurring members, as far as I know. But yeah, it sounds like they're an interesting team. Their stats are fairly balanced, besides the goals per game for Poppin, and looks like he's probably more of a third man, just chilling back. They are the team that are leading in demoed, so probably not the best stat to be leading in, but it's no big deal. They can outcome that throughout the season.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like you said, this is Division E, so a lot of times there is at least one player on every team that's like pretty new to the game, right? Probably talking within the gold to plat range. So it'll be interesting to see how Bopping. I believe he's got a buddy that plays, or a couple buddies that play up in like Division C and stuff like that. So I think one of his buddies kind of dragged him in here, and obviously not the craziest stat line in the world, but it's usually that's kind of one of the biggest difference makers, is when that third man can start grinding, play the game a little bit, learn maybe a couple mechanics here or there, learn how to rotate. It's always super fun. One of my favorite things about Division E to watch. And obviously Lil Thicky, we've seen him have some success here in Dcrl, making LAN at least a couple times in his pretty short tenure so far. So we'll see if he can kind of lead the squad here going into this series. But their opponents are going to be Big Dogs, 2-3 on the season so far, captained by another newcomer to the league, back to the lobby for you, 785. Yeah, we are not saying that one all series long. And he is joined by Hip Dusty, who's been in Dcrl for a few seasons now, and then another newcomer in Schnacky Power, looking like he's having a pretty good season as well. And that's kind of one of the main differences you see in Division E. Obviously, Schnacky looks like he's having a great season so far, over half a goal per game, shooting lights out, 31% on that front. And so when you have this well-rounded of a team stats-wise in Division E, you definitely know you got a pretty good team going into this one. And then obviously back to the lobby, popping off at over a goal per game, leading the division in shots per game as well. So we'll see what back to the lobby can do here in this series. Definitely going to be watching him going into this one. But if you're in the chat, we're going to be hopping into this one pretty quickly here. If you guys want to put some boost or some channel points on the line, we got some predictions running for some Gamba if you want to be involved in that. But Futago and I are going to do our own little prediction here. I'll go ahead and ask you first what your prediction is going to be for this matchup.
I'm going to go for Big Dogs, and I think we're going to take it to Game 5.
Game 5, huh? Okay. I wouldn't be too mad about that. I thought I had Lil Thicky added on Rocket League. Maybe he hates me and decided to unadd me. I'm not too sure. I'm going to tell him to go add me here. Add me on Epic World Fuel. But yeah, we'll get these guys in the lobby. So you're saying, let's see here. You were saying, did you say Big Dogs, correct?
Yep, Big Dogs in 5.
I think that's a safe bet. Obviously, seeing the stat lines, you see how pretty equal it is along the board here. Especially your captain over that goal per game. I think it's a pretty safe bet. But if you've ever seen me stream, I'm never going to agree with my co-caster. I'm going to say Smurf Hunters might be able to take this one. I've seen my boy Lil Thicky perform before. He's always been a consistent top contender at the top of his division multiple times now. I think he's got what it takes. And then, he's got two newcomers on his team. Nordic Stew looks like he's rivaling his captain and Lil Thicky in goals per game. And I'm going to hope for bopping. I think he'll be able to pull through here tonight. So I'm going to say Smurf Hunters might take this one in 5 as well. I think if Smurf Hunters can take it, I think it'll be in 5. So we'll see how that one goes as we try and get everybody added here. But have you been watching Division E at all this season, Futago, or not really?
I think I've watched like 1 or 2 games just in passing, but
okay.
Didn't pay too much attention to it.
Okay, because yeah, they haven't been on stream as much as I would have liked. I think they're a couple series behind some of the other divisions as far as like how much they've been on stream. So I honestly haven't been able to see too much either. But I mean, I'm definitely hoping to see them. Oh, I almost removed Lil Thicky. I'm definitely hoping to see some good Division E action here tonight. I know Lil Thicky was a little bit upset that he fell to Division E. I feel like he's a player that's proved himself, so I was also a little surprised to see him fall when he did. But and then obviously to be having a season like this, going 1-3, definitely not the look you want. But I tell us every team that's not doing as well, you just got to try and lock in by the time playoffs come. We'll see if Lil Thicky and Nordic Stew can coach up this bopping fella up and see if they can find some success. But looks like we are pretty much ready here. We got everybody in here. That should be good. Y'all ready? So we'll get the show on the road pretty quickly here as we segue into our last series on the night here, ending off, like I said, with some Division E action. Yeah, that's kind of my players to watch for. Obviously, it's going to be the 2 captains, Lil Thicky, back to the lobby for you. But for me, kind of the it factors here in Division E especially is going to be that third man on both these teams. So we got bopping and then Schnacky Power going to kind of be my 2 it factors that might be kind of some of the main difference makers on these teams. So we'll see if that holds true going into this one. But I'll go ahead and just while we're waiting here, got a player kind of waiting, toss it back to the team standings here. And again, just seeing that dominance from Zero Gravity and just going down to the next bump down in Cosmic Shift. Even though they're 4-1, they're a full 30% behind on the game win percentage, which is just absolutely insane. It's going to be interesting to see if any team can rival that Zero Gravity team, Futago.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that much league leading stats in season ever.
There's been a couple teams that there's been one team in season 1 of Dcrl, fun fact, that and it was a Division A team led by Stewie, who went fully undefeated. Never lost a series all the way through LAN, all the way through the championship. But I know for a fact he didn't have a winning percentage that we're seeing right here of 93%. So we'll see if this zero gravity team. I'm not even sure who's on that team, if I'm being honest. But I think last night they were on stream for the first time, which is insane that we haven't been able to get them on stream more. But does look like we are ready to hop into this one. So I'm going to go ahead and launch this lobby up and get into this one. Both of us have this one going to 5. So we'll see if that one holds true. I think, in my opinion, my second prediction is either it's going to be a 3-0 sweep in favor of Big Dogs, or it's going to be a game 5 for Smurf Hunters. That's my predictions. But looks like the predictions are done. I'm forgetting to toss it over here. We are segueing in. Ooh, I forgot to refresh this. My bad, guys. My bad. And I need to hide my cam. L streamer moment by me. But we are into game number 1, Futago. Let's get the show on the road.
All right, we see back to. I'm just gonna say back to. I'm not saying that full thing. Takes it to the corner. Snacky Power takes it to the corner again and booms it across. And Nordic Stew sends it back to the orange half, going to the corner, and Snacky Power is able to cut it off. Now the pressure from Snacky Power is touched aside by Lil Thiggy. Then back to the lobby, goes for a wall challenge. And then Hip Dusty goes for a 50. Snacky Power, big 50, back to the orange half. And we see a bit of waiting from back 2. And big booming clear. He goes for another touch in the air and it's fizzled out.
Yeah, now Snacky Power looking a little bit awkward here, able to pop this one up. Looks like bopping going up for an aerial there and unable to find contact. Lil Thicky gets a decent 50 midfield. We'll see if his second man, Nordic Stew, can get a piece of it. Unfortunately, he can't. And that's kind of the one thing that I think we see a common play style is for if you have a player that's really new on your team is... I feel like a great role for them is to just be a very aggressive first man. Go try and just hit the ball, and then if you can't hit the ball, go hit some players. Find some demos or something like that. So we'll see exactly what this play style is going to be like on the side of Smurf Hunters.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, one thing I'll never get used to is the sheer amount of whips that we're watching here. See Lil Thicky booms it across to the orange corner. Going again, and... unable to meet the second touch there, and ball is cleared by back 2. Challenging to the corner again, and gets it mid, but nobody's there to for that Lil Thicky in the corner here. Goes for it. He's cleared, following it to the orange corner here, and we see Nordic Stew up for it, and gets that ball in the net.
A nice little aerial there.
Unexpected.
Yeah, no, a great aerial there from Nordic Stew. It looks like Lil Thicky also went for it, a little bit of a double commit, but it does not matter. Nordic Stew with an absolute slot there off a crazy bounce off of that orange corner. As Smurf Hunters find the first lead of the series so far. This could be another one here. Dangerous ball off the orange backboard, but luckily Hip Dusty's there to put that ball aside. Just back to the lobby. Gets a good touch out as Snacky gets a good follow-up here, looking for maybe one more touch. Ball's a little bit off the wall, though. Can't get a great follow-up, and Nordic Stew able to get a beat on one. His bopping's on the wrong side of the ball there. Snacky's trying to get some sort of touch here. Nordic's able to get a touch. Lil Thicky looks like he's kind of playing more of a third-man role on this team as the captain, trying to secure as many defensive goals as he can here. It's like booping a little bit awkward here. Nordic on 0 to boost as well. Hip Dusty puts it off the back wall. Snacky's there for a shot, but defense comes out from Smurf Hunters.
Big save from there, from Nordic Stew there, and looks like the pressure is still with Smurf Hunters now. Goes bopping to the corner, just kind of shadowing the ball there, and big clear coming out from it was Snacky Power, and then Nordic Stew was there to keep the ball out of the net. touch there, and unfortunate for Smurf Hunters there, as back two was there to stop the save from happening.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty good shot there by Hip Dusty. He didn't really find the power, but it kind of doubled as almost a pass midfield for his captain back to the lobby. Lil Thicky might find a goal right off the kickoff, and he does. A nice little kickoff there. Good sheet by the captain here of Lil Thicky, as you see a perfect dead kill off the kickoff. Lil Thicky cheats a little bit harder, and Smurf Hunters get their lead right back with a minute 26 to go.
Yep. Probably not the best feeling for Big Dawgs here, but there's still plenty of time to get more goals in, and we see a little Thicky here, booms it across, intercepted by back two with a nice bump. Schnacky going for another aerial. Nordic Stew is able to save it. Ape Dusty going again, and all is promptly denied by Nordic Stew.
Lil Thicky has an opportunity here, puts it online, and you know, you called them whiffs earlier, but I refer to them as fakes. These are all very intentional fakes by everybody on this pitch. That's always kind of been the running, I don't want to say meme, but I guess maybe a joke in Division E. There's definitely never any whiffs. But no, it's just always so chaotic in Division E. It's always so much fun to watch. It's always fun putting, you know, some, plat diamond players all on a team that they normally wouldn't have the chance to be in like full comms or anything like that. So it's always a lot of fun to see, as we can see a chance here from Smurf Hunters. Lil Thicky gonna try and dive in and put his lead up by 2 here. 13 seconds to go. Big Dawgs are gonna have one final chance here. Schnacky pops it midfield. Hip Dusty has a shot. Might double as a pass once again, but Nordic Stew with a great follow-up. Big booming clear downfield. Finds an open net, and Smurf Hunters go up by 2 with 2 seconds to go. An absolute miracle going to be needed for Big Dawgs to take this game.
I would love to see that happen.
would be fun to see.
Be a monkey business level of comeback.
You remember that video that I made on monkey business, bro? That was elite. That was elite. But
I watched it a few times.
The Smurf Hunters are going to be your game #1 victors on the last series of the night, and Nordic Stew dropping 727 points, 2 goals, 1 assist, 4 saves, doing everything on this team. Has a very, very good game there. So we'll see if he can continue to do that. I always say, though, it's not a very what's the word? Maybe consistent, or I'll say consistent way to have success is to be riding on the back of one player. So we'll see if Nordic Stew and Lil Thicky and Booping can maintain that pressure. But all in all, looking pretty good in game #1.
Yeah, I mean, Nordic Stew did so much work. I mean, you can't even blame Bopping for having a Snelly.
Yeah, that is true. And also, you got Oos pointing out literally 0 demos on anybody in that entire game, which is kind of insane to think. That's what I would like to see on this Smurf Hunters team, just based off of even one game. Ooh, something.
I think the server died.
Did I not ready up in time? I think there's a glitch right now in private matches. If somebody doesn't ready up, this happens. So we'll have to restart the lobby here. I'm going to go ahead and send it back to our faces for a little bit. We're going to have to restart the lobby. Restarting lobby. A little bit of a glitch there. I'm going to say make sure to ready up. Otherwise it glitches. W Rocket League. Are you all ready for the port over to Fortnite whenever that happens? Is everybody ready for that? Everybody still gonna play the game? Oh man, that'd be elite if that happened.
We're gonna crank 90s in Rocket League now.
I mean, you pretty much can in like actual Fortnite, right? Isn't there Rocket League cars in Fortnite?
I don't know. I don't play the game.
I don't either. I'm too old.
I play an actual good game.
I'm too old for that. Hey, Oost saying the day Dcrl dies. Dcrl never dying, bro. Dcrl never dying.
Yep.
But honestly, listen, if it actually does go to Fortnite, I don't know, man. Maybe it'll be good for it. You never know. I'm trying to stay hopeful here. But anyways, we got the lobby back up. Game number 2 getting underway. Smurf Hunters, actually, like I said, I wasn't too sure what to expect, but do come out on top. Big Dogs. I mean, even with their stats, I was expecting a lot of goals per game. Looking like they haven't really been able to find their offensive prowess quite yet, as we see a very aggressive push there, double commit on the side of Big Dogs. On the goal line, nobody able to find even a shot there. Hip Dusty now, a little bit awkward, little thicky. Able to get a touch out. Schnacky looking to corral this ball, gets a great settle and a great flick. Keeps his midfield pressure up.
That was impressive. You see a ball floating mid here. Hit Dusty going for a shot. Double commit from Big Dogs here, and ball floats to the blue corner. Back to going for it again. Off the ceiling. Goes back to the wall. Big 50 from Little Thicky, and Nordic Stew with a big clear, and I go for it set.
There we go. Love to see that. Nordic Stew again, continuing right where he left off in game number 1. Gets a nice little touch over that last defender of Hip Dusty. Nordic Stew having a legacy game right now. Playing out of his absolute mind as Smurf Hunters once again find themselves in the lead. We saw the stats of Big Dog, especially back to the lobby for you, over that, having over a goal per game on the side of his team. So far, hasn't really been able to find a lot of great pressure so far. So we'll see if the Big Dogs can find any semblance of their offensive pressure that we know that they can get. But so far, Smurf Hunters, mainly Nordic Stew, has been doing a great job of having that offensive pressure. But I also want to give some kudos to Lil Thicky, who's been playing that hard third man, making a lot of these defensive plays here, booping a little bit awkward on defense, makes a great save on the goal line. Beautiful stuff from the third man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you gotta give it to them. They're playing a really solid defensive play style here, and in soccer terms, we call this some round ball. Basically, you just park the bus and wait for a chance to score.
Yeah, I like that play. I used to play soccer as well. I don't know as many. I don't remember a lot of the terms, but I do remember that one. But yeah, it's been interesting to see. I think that's something that Lil Thicky's been trying to figure out as the seasons went on. You know, like I said, I remember he was feeling like he probably should have been in like Division D, but it's been interesting to see him find his spot here. This should be a goal here. Back to the lobby as the captain of this team gets up for that one. Puts that one in the back of the net. Lil Thicky makes an awkward touch there, but he needed the touch. A little bit awkward. Ends up being a pass for back to the lobby, and Big Dog's able to tie this game up.
I mean, see back putting in the numbers again. Just and I think they just responded real quick. Never mind. Hip Dusty is there. Saves it off the goal line. Very clutch. And we see back to taking it to the wall. Maybe going for another. He's denied by Nordic Stew. Ball floats mid, and Lil Thicky is there to capitalize on the tactical fake by the other team.
Yeah, Hip Dusty just really awkward there. Backflip forces back to the lobby in an awkward spot. And that's exactly what Smurf Hunters need to do. It doesn't feel like they have a lot of great constant pressure, you know, getting a lot of shots or anything, but what they're doing is capitalizing a lot on a lot of these opportunities that they are getting, which is a good sign for Smurf Hunters. So hopefully they can continue to do that. That's going to be their winning recipe in order to win this series. But that's an absolute laser by Schnacky, but an even better save by Nordic. It's still dangerous, though. Back to the lobby. Tries to put a shot on, can't quite find it. I for sure thought that ball was going in. But again, Nordic Stew has been the MVP so far, doing so much on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. I mean, you really gotta give it to them. I don't think they've actually conceded a goal that wasn't a really solid attacking pressure from Big Dogs here, and we see once again that eventually that pressure just pays off for them. And there we go with a big 50, and then Schnacky Power is just ready for it.
Yeah, those are so hard. I always say I would rather be able to double commit than have no one go at all. You see a double commit come there, but unfortunately the ball stays right in front of that net. Big Dawgs able to find a great counterattack goal there. We see Booping maybe puts it a little bit of a pass over to Lil Thicky, puts it into this corner. Hip Dusty a little bit awkward here on 0 boost, but able to get a 50 on Booping. Nordic Stew pops this into the orange corner. Lil Thicky looking like he wants to go for this one. Able to get it over his opposing captain. He gets 50 here. Goes into this orange corner. Hip Dusty pops his ball up. Nordic Stew a little bit awkward here, trying to turn his car around. Back to the lobby, puts a dangerous ball up front, but Lil Thicky shows some great backward defense there and keeps it out of harm's way.
I see the clear from Nordic Stew there. Back to takes it back, and Nordic Stew once again is there to give it a big clear towards the orange side. And ball floats mid here, and Lil Thicky collects. Goes to the wall, big, massive 50, and Hip Dusty is able to put it back towards the wall, and then big shot coming in from Lil Thicky, and finally the pressure wears off as the ball is pitched to the blue side.
Yeah, Nordic Stew now trying to carry this ball out. Booping there for a great 50, meets Hip Dusty. Schnacky a little bit awkward here, but Booping puts a little bit of a light shot in. Back to the lobby, gets a touch over one. It's just Nordic Stew back. We've seen him play this series. Very reliable. As Booping actually makes a fantastic touch on the goal line there, but it's not over yet. Back to the lobby, pops it midfield. And I don't know exactly who went for that shot, but a great save comes out from Smurf Hunters. 4 seconds left here. Is there going to be one for the road, or are we going to see OT? We are going to see OT here in game number 2. We'll see if Smurf Hunters can find these counterattacks, but Big Dawgs have had the pressure. But that's, like I said before, it's kind of been the name of the game. Smurf Hunters have been able to capitalize on most of their chances. Not getting many of them, but their quality at that. Quality over quantity, whereas Big Dawgs has kind of been the opposite. We'll see who can crack first.
For sure. I think from what we're seeing right now, I think I would put Smurf Hunters in the favorable odds there, and see big clear from back to, and the ball is going kind of back and forth, just a bit of a boomer ball here, and Hip Dusty goes up for the ball straight into the ceiling, and a little thicky with a tactical fake there, and ball goes to Nordic Stew.
Ooh, Schnacky had an opportunity there. Shot is gonna be on from Hip Dusty. Nordic Stew not able to save everything. And Big Dawgs are gonna come out on top here. After all that pressure, eventually that pressure will cause cracks. And that's exactly what happens here in OT of game number 2. Big Dawgs tie up the series 1-1.
Yeah, it was a very competitive game. A bit of back and forth, and we see much more even stats from both teams here.
Yeah, and once again, though, I mean, it is much more even than it was before, but again, it's Nordic Stew leading his team, getting 4 saves that time. And even though I thought Lil Thicky was kind of parking the bus, he only has 1 save to his score line there. And actually, Booping has 3 of his own, which is kind of insane. I thought he was going to kind of be more that upfield presence, disruption. But it looks like he's actually, rotating as third man and stuff like that as well, contributing to defense as well. Which, if that's the play style they want to go for, then kudos to them. Looks like, that improvement's been there. And like you said, very competitive games so far, which I always love to see. Especially in Division E, I would say there's the highest chance for there to be some outliers and some teams that might have, an advantage over others due to the draft system. But I mean, this series here looking like a pretty competitive match so far. Series tied up 1-1. And yeah, actually 0 demos again, and that's 2 games in a row where we're getting 0 demos. So far, literally not a singular demo to be had between either of these teams in this series so far.
Just a little peaceful series. I'm disappointed in them.
20 seconds in, and I keep saying it, I think that would be my preferred play style of the Smurf Hunters team. I want to see Booping going upfield and just being an absolute demon. I would love to see that. And yeah, but it's not too often you see some Division E teams not be very aggressive, but looks like both these teams trying to play a little bit more calculated and preserved, which is pretty uncommon for Division E. We'll see if that changes at all as we make our way through this series. Already a minute in. Lil Thicky pops this ball midfield. Hip Dusty should have a free clear. puts it into the Smurf Hunters half. Whooping a little bit awkward as this last man back on defense. You can see him have a lot of good ideas. Back to the lobby, almost able to capitalize. Unfortunately, he sends the ball just a little bit too far wide. Ball does pop up now. Whooping needs a touch here, pops at midfield. Might end up being a pass for back to the lobby. Nordic Stew can't get back. And that's an absolute laser beam from the captain of Big Dawgs.
Yeah, very good shot there, and plenty of power to go with it. That Dominus hitbox just coming in clutch for him.
Oh yeah, you love your Dominus hitbox. I can't stand Dominus players.
My bad.
How dare you say that in my VC, bro? Come on.
I have been repping the Octane for like the last 3 months.
Have you? Okay, I respect it. I respect it.
Doesn't feel as nice, but better
Nah,
50s.
Nah, bro. That's the way to go. But anyways, minute and a half in, Big Dawgs again. Already on top here. Again, Smurf Hunters haven't had a lot of pressure, but their story has just been able to capitalize on some of these chances that they've been getting. So far, though, it's just been Big Dawgs kind of running the show. In the latter 2 games here, Hip Dusty with a nice flick up here. Little Thicky does send this ball into the orange half. Looking for a follow-up here, but Schnacky with a great 50 completely wins that one. Forces Nordic Stew and Booping to retreat. Now Schnacky looking for a little bit of an angle. Can't quite find it. Sends it high. Nordic Stew going to corral this ball out of his own half. Trying to get it out here. Schnacky again holding this midfield line so well. It's just a little Thicky back, but Booping able to take advantage of some slow play on the side of Big Dawgs.
Yeah, we see some tactical fakes here in the corner from both sides, actually. Really wonder what the thought process behind doing donuts in the corner is, but we'll have to ask them after the match.
Back to
some deep mental games on that one.
Hip Dusty now puts it into this corner, a little Thicky. A little bit awkward, but kind of might be a pass over for Booping. Might have an opportunity. Fortunately, sends it a little bit too far wide. Back to the lobby. Pops it midfield. Schnacky is going to be there for a follow-up. That's one thing that I have been noticing about Big Dawgs is they definitely have a pretty good sense of rotation. And that's one of the main reasons why they're able to maintain this midfield pressure that they have. Taking advantage of the Smurf Hunters rotations. That seems a little bit slower and kind of lagging behind a little bit. You see Nordic Stew kind of cut rotation there. Little Thicky getting bumped by his own teammate. Allows Schnacky to carry this ball out. Booping able to yet again get another 50 back to the lobby. A little bit awkward here. Nordic Stew going up for that one. But again, the pressure and rotation from Big Dawgs is just so suffocating. Feels like Smurf Hunters aren't able to get out.
It really is. I mean, you see the pressure, and it's forcing a lot of double commits from Smurf Hunters, and really just paying off from the Big Dawgs there. The ball going to the blue corner. Little Thicky. It up, and back 2 is denied. Bump from back 2, and challenge from Little Thicky. Almost cleared, but Hip Dusty was there to deny him. Back 2. Once again, has it, and the ball is seemingly just stuck on the blue side.
Yeah, no, this ball is just, like you said, it's just so suffocating. Big Dawgs have definitely warmed up in this series. Their rotations are just shining through right now. Not a lot Smurf Hunters can do here. Little Thicky looking for one. It is only a 1-goal game still, so Smurf Hunters only need one good opportunity. Little Thicky not able to find it as Nordic Stew trying to hold this midfield line. But Schnacky is up earlier for this one. Little Thicky able to get a beat. It's just Hip Dusty back here. 10 seconds to go. Is any magic going to happen? Booping gets a much-needed 50 here. Keeping the ball out of harm's way. Schnacky looking for one for the road. Little Thicky, the diving save. Ball hits the ground. And even though it was felt like Big Dawgs had all the pressure, it's still a 1-goal game. But they do come out on top, taking that game number 3 and progressing to match point.
Yeah, plenty to take from that match. I think for both teams, I think it's time for Smurf Hunters to step out of their parking the bus and actually apply the pressure, because they can definitely do it. You could see it from the way they're playing. They can definitely string some passes together and just get some goals in.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like you said, I think I'm gonna be like a broken record here, but again, I think I think their form of aggression can just be booping, going up for some demos, disruptions, being just an angry first man. I think that would be a good strategy for them. Let Lil Thicky and Nordic Stew, who might be a little bit more sound taking shots and stuff like that, let them put those on net. See what happens here. But Smurf Hunters now, after winning game number 1 on the chopping block now, Big Dogs only need a 1 more game win to secure the victory here. See if they get done it here in game number 4. As this kickoff goes in favor again. Big Dogs do have possession. Hip Dusty a little bit awkward though. Booping is able to get a 50 here. Schnacky a little bit awkward. Nordic Stew gonna pop this up high. Lil Thicky gonna try and maybe pop this ball midfield, but no second man gonna be there. Allows Big Dogs to put it in the blue half.
Yeah, we see the ball sticking to the blue half there, and Bopping taking it to the corner. And Nordic Stew is there to support him. Lil Thicky with the shot, and unfortunately not able to put that one in. And Nordic Stew with the flop, but is denied by, I think it was Schnecky. Lil Thicky takes the ball, goes up for an aerial over 1, and is that able to get it? And he is able to convert that.
I wasn't sure how that one was going to go in, but Lil Thicky pays off. His patience pays off there as he's kind of waiting as third man, gets a pop over 1, gets a nice little aerial touch there over back to the lobby. And Smurf Hunters, once again, I feel like they've been the ones to kind of score first in at least 2 of the 3 games so far. But again, they just haven't been able to hold on to that lead. See if it's a different story here in game 4. Ball does pop up. Nordic Stew goes missing on that play, booping a little bit awkward in midfield. Lil Thicky, we've seen him on that third man goal line playing so patient, forces out a double commit, but it is going to end up working out. Schnacky able to put this ball into the blue corner yet again, booping a little bit awkward here. Might have faking out Nordic Stew as he makes a great touch. Doesn't allow that ball to be midfield. Nordic Stew, again, my MVP on the Smurf Hunters team. Doing so much on both sides of the ball. Both him and Lil Thicky playing very well so far. Booping a little bit awkward here. Hip Dusty does get met by Lil Thicky. It's back to the lobby. Trying to maybe center this ball. Schnacky lurking midfield. Gonna jump up for this one, but nothing gonna come from it.
Yeah, it looked a little antsy there, but really a few opportunities there to put the ball in the net, but unfortunately they weren't able to meet it. We see a big clear from Bopping there. Nordic Stew unable to meet it, and Schnacky is able to lock it for now. 50 coming in from Lil Thicky. Goes to the net, and Hip Dusty is able to steer that away for safety.
Yeah, booping. Well, pops it up off of his own sidewall. See some pressure coming out from Smurf Hunters right now. Again, ball seems like possession just kind of getting given away back and forth here. That's a good 50 though from Schnacky. Can he look for an angle? He can. He finds a great little touch there off of his own 50. I've been very impressed by the play of Schnacky, the third man of this team, as he gets a great goal there, a great 50. Does it all himself as Big Dogs do tie it up.
Yeah, I mean, compared to Div E from like 2 divisions ago, this Div E is very good compared to that. Love to see it.
Lil Thicky now pops his ball up here, a little bit awkward here. Schnacky looking for something here. Lil Thicky, not the best pass here. Hip Dusty not able to wrap his car around that one. 2 minutes to go. Big Dogs looking to try and end this series right here and right now. They've definitely had the pressure. But again, Smurf Hunters been the ones to score the goals first, but again, feels like it's the same story as before. Just not able to hold on to it here. As once again on defense here, booping a little bit awkward. Yeah, back to the lobby. He's going to take advantage of that. Just some awkwardness in the corner here on the side of Smurf Hunters. And great capitalization here from back to lobby.
Yeah, unfortunate. I think that was a triple commit from the blue side, but maybe if it's just a 1 goal, they can make it up here. I mean, all you need is really a kickoff goal or some other chance to make it happen. Ball going high, hit Dusty going for it, and hits the post, and Little Thicky takes it to the corner. Back to goes for the pass. Is able to get it mid, but Naki was unfortunately tightly marked by the I think it was Bopping who was on. Back to clears it to the corner. Big touch from Little Thicky there, and interesting triple there from Hip Dusty, and takes it to the blue hide. And ball goes to the blue corner once again. Really feels like the pressure is just amping up once again.
Yeah, no, once they start putting it on, it's just unrelenting. Schnacky finding his second goal here. Again, it's just a result of just having great rotations and pressure and all that. Again, it's kind of just broken record at this point, but Big Dogs have had it all series long. Smurf Hunter's just barely staying afloat, it feels like. 48 seconds to go here. Smurf Hunter's going to need a little bit of a comeback here. Otherwise, this series will be all wrapped up. Nordic Stew out of his own corner here, pops it out. Hip Dusty on low boost, makes a great touch over into space. Makes a little Thicky retreat here, back to the lobby, gets it around him. Nordic Stew's last man back. Makes a great touch here, but Lil Thicky gets a great settle here. You can see his aggression starting to pick up here. Maybe as a last-ditch effort, but a great last-minute save there from back to lobby. 20 seconds to go here. Hip Dusty has been great defensively on this team. That's a good touch by Nordic, but not enough power. Big booming clear. It's going to waste so much time. We'll see if what exactly happens here. Booping maybe looking for one for the road, but with 3 seconds to go, down by 2. This game is all but over, which means the end of this series. Big Dogs taking it in game number 4, winning the series 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really close prediction from both of us. We had it go into game 5, it ended in game 4. Honestly, it was lots of positives to take from both teams. Really impressed on how they held their how Smurf Hunters held their own half for so long. I mean, most teams crumble after getting put on under so much pressure.
Hello? Hello?
What's going
Yep.
on, guys?
Yo. Hey.
Oh, did I accidentally... Oh,
I think it did.
How long did I have my mic muted for? That's awkward.
That whole time.
A minute.
I hate to be that guy.
Sorry, boys. Sorry, boys. But anyways, I was saying welcome to the winner's desk for Big Dogs. Must feel pretty good.
Thank you.
I'll toss it over to the captain first, back to the lobby. How does it feel to getting this win over that team? They kept it close for a couple of those games, but ultimately you guys battled back and get it done.
Yeah, these games have been really good. Very stressful, I'm not gonna lie. But we pulled it off somehow. I don't know how. I just got great teammates to support me, I guess. Couldn't have asked for better teammates, not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, you definitely have a pretty good, well-rounded team behind you. But, I mean, looking at your stats pregame, I mean, they were on point. You're over a goal per game, definitely leading your team in that fashion. But, I mean, that's not to say Hip, Dusty, and Schnacky aren't putting in the work, too. You know, each of them around that half a goal per game mark. I think Schnacky, you got a bunch of assists under your belt. So
Yeah,
definitely
they helped me out pretty good there.
I was going to say, definitely a very good, well-rounded team, which is definitely a blessing for you. So good to see that. I'll toss it over to Schnacky next as another rookie to the league. Tell me, are you in the same room as Back to Lobby right now?
I am, yeah.
Definitely have.
I might be literally like 3 feet away from him.
Yeah, we've been fist bumps is our thing after every single goal that's made.
Hey man, I respect that. I love to hear that. Tell me a little bit about that. Is it Is that a buff for you guys? I mean, does that make you guys better being in the same room like that?
I definitely think so. Because I mean, if something's very urgent, he just yells. That way, I can hear him before, and just it just skips through the input lag. You know.
Yep, yep. Hey man, that's the bonus. That's the bonus you get. And on top of that, if you guys do make LAN, you're getting that LAN experience, playing right next to each other. Obviously, you'll get Hip Dusty next to you if you make it, but
Yeah, we will.
it's another bonus. But anyways, I'll toss it over to Futago if you got any questions for these boys.
Not much of a question, but from earlier, before the match started, I was looking at cams, and man, you guys got some really nice lap PCs there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Like, look at that thing.
Okay, you want to see the difference? I'm on a. This thing is maybe a foot tall, and then he has an absolute beast over there. It's not fair. It's also
Yeah,
his
that thing
own
is
setup,
gorgeous.
This is my personal one. I had it over there, and my camera was not happy trying to focus on me and the PC. So I'm like, I can't do this.
I was gonna say, is that like part of like the lab, or is that your own PC?
No, that's my personal PC. I built that myself.
You're able to bring
I
it
do
to the
have-
lab?
Yeah, I did. I just didn't want it sitting in my dorm, not getting used, so I figured I'd just bring it down here.
Okay.
I have something much better than he does, though.
All right, let's
I
see
got a
it.
Christmas tree.
It does have a Christmas tree.
Whoa. Wait. It's October, man. What are we doing?
Okay, what's your point? I got Spider-Man ornament.
That's awesome.
I'm just. What can I say? I'm a jolly fella.
Hey,
Yeah, no.
I love to hear that. I love to hear. Okay, well,
Fair enough.
I'll get another question for Hip Dusty here. I know you've kind of been you've been here. What is this your third season?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
My
okay,
third.
okay. You like to keep to yourself a little bit, but you pop out. I remember your first season, right? I think you made LAN, right? I think
Yeah,
last
Yep.
season, not as lucky, I don't think, right?
I think it was like one match. I
Short.
think we had one match, and we would have made.
Oh, that sucks. It's
Yeah, I was
been-
still there though.
It feels like a
Still
lot of the rookies from your rookie season have been doing well in the league. That at least the ones that have like stuck around.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of the players that you were playing with in Division E, it feels like have been finding success still. So, tell me a little bit about this team and how you're feeling about your chances making LAN this semester.
I honestly think just the way we've. So okay, we started having like a little bit of like a few losses,
Yep.
but I feel like we've just been progressively getting better and better and working better as a team.
Hell yeah.
So I think our chances are just. I like our chances personally.
Okay. Well, I love to hear it. I love to hear it. I mean, you're definitely going to be the veteran, I guess, at this point on this team, right? I mean, both
Yeah.
you got two rookies on your team at this point, so I'm sure they'll be kind of looking for some veteran guidance per se.
Oh yeah.
Moving forward. But anyways, unless Futago, you got anything else for these boys?
I'm gonna pull out an Izord here, and I have one more question for you guys.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Not Rocket League related.
Oh no. What'd I do?
If a clock dreams of being a sandwich, what time does it taste like?
3 p.m.
No.
He's gonna say it.
No.
Please don't
No,
say it.
no.
Please don't say it, dude. Please don't say it.
He's doing the motions.
I was like hovering over the mute button. I was hovering over the
6 or
mute.
7.
all right. Anyways, that'll
I'm
Oh
an
my
adult.
God.
I'm in college.
that'll
Great
that'll
watch,
conclude this
teammates.
winner's
Oh my
interview.
God.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. But
Yeah.
on a real
thank you
note,
guys for
good
putting this
luck.
on.
Good luck in the rest of your season, boys.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Y'all too. All right. We are all but wrapped up on the night. 3 back-to-back-to-back series. Ending it off with a Division E matchup, Big Dogs versus Smurf Hunters. Smurf Hunters were able to take a game off, which is definitely a good sign, but Big Dogs win 3 unanswered to come out on top. Definitely help out their record and put them a little bit higher in the seeding. But it was a lot of fun, so I do want to give a quick shout out to all of our casters here, and then obviously Futago for joining me on the last one of the night. But with that all out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick payout here for make sure I get the right one here, Big Dogs. For all the Gamba guys out there, But as a last second here, make sure you guys are all following all of our socials. Dakota Collegiate RL is where we post all of our VODs and all of our series, so nothing ever gets lost there. You want to watch back on your series, you can watch it on YouTube. We also have an Epic creator code, so if you do buy anything in Rocket League or even in Fortnite or anything on Epic, you can use our creator code Dcrl, and it helps us out a little bit on the back end. And then obviously, if you're not already in our Discord, you can see it in the bottom right down there. You can join up. Got a great community, 6-mans and all that good stuff. Very accepting. So if you guys are interested in our league, you can join down there. But that's all I got to say. So thank you for everybody that tuned in here tonight. I'm an old man. I work a 9 to 5. I need to go get to bed. So I appreciate everybody for stopping in tonight. And we'll be back very shortly with some more Dakota Collegiate Rocket League action.